Welcome back, everyone, to Bloodlords, the lands of Carrion. Who's ready for a good time? I am.
Hi, YouTube.
Hi.
Ready for a
Go outside,
scary
walk in
time?
the grass.
No, don't go outside. It's bad for your health. As we have discovered in this game, the sun hurts people, so staying inside is best for you.
Not
Does
anymore.
it really,
You fixed
though?
that last
Yeah.
session.
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't hurt you. Hurts a lot of others, though.
We've all been blessed by the literal devil.
But, you know, it also doesn't apply to the rest of the vampires in Geb, so
Yeah,
we
don't
we
care
might
about
be we might be domestic terrorists now, but that's okay,
You
I
guys
think.
are problems.
But see, it's fine. We're just gonna abuse it against them.
I bet
Yeah.
you anything, Berlin is like rotting away where she is like, I shouldn't have fucking recruited these chumps.
These assholes.
Of all the people, it
Worst
had to be
fucking
these people.
deal.
I don't even think Solomon was recruited by anything. I think he's just following you guys because food always ends up where you guys are.
Pretty much.
Fair enough.
That seems to be a pretty consistent and staunch friend of our group.
Kashmi thinks of you as her imaginary friend. You are contractually obligated to remain until she thinks otherwise.
Damn it.
I mean, given everything we know about Kashmi, she's probably one of those, like, okay, this is a fucking dated reference, but like Haruhi Suzumiya, where everything she thinks comes real.
Wouldn't that be funny? She did wrest Arant's mom's soul back from the afterlife just by intimidating space.
True.
That
Which I should not have allowed to happen, but I did because it was funny. And that's just my modus operandi for things. So, welcome back. Bloodlords, everyone's favorite time of the year. In our last session, our group of adventurers finished their exploration, you could say, of the markets of hollow flesh, finding the shadowy beating heart of the market that kept it powered, and finding it infused with some strange flaming essence, and deciding to try and do something about it. Ended up almost really poorly for you guys, but you did manage to wrest the flame from the heart, prevent it from crushing space around you and from detonating and collapsing the entire market atop you all, or calming down the magic and destroying the flame such that it could not cause any further problems. Making your way back towards the entrance of hollow flesh, the opposite of the way you came, you found a larger market room filled with a strange fog that, when given the opportunity, began to gnaw away at your very flesh and bones. Thankfully, you managed to destroy the undead husks from which the fog was emanating, and when the fog's apparent creator got mad at you, well, you did what all stand-up citizens would in that case, and killed him.
Yeah.
Nice and simple.
Yeah.
As expected.
As expected. You guys picked up what... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
If they didn't want to die, they shouldn't have done...
They should have just stayed hidden.
They shouldn't have done something that inconvenienced us.
Exactly.
If not bad guy, why bad guy shaped?
Amira, you just said there, if they didn't want to die, they shouldn't have done bad things. So that means it's okay for you guys to die, right?
No.
Absolutely.
Well, if I get to eat their brains.
we have
I'm
like
including you
multiple
and
times.
you guys there, Solomon.
That won't stop me.
Uh-huh. Kashmi, we can make it another time if you'd like. Just to ramp up the
today.
count.
Not today.
Not today?
Not today, Satan.
Well, you should have told him that 2 sessions ago.
Yeah, I was gonna say
I
Satan's already left the block.
I
There we
did say
go.
it.
You did indeed. And we'll see where that gets you, Solomon. You guys picked up what remaining goods that the merchants here had that you could, much of what was down here seemingly had been destroyed or at least pretty heavily damaged, but you were able to pick up a couple hundred gold's worth of marketable items that you took for yourselves such that you could sell in the future. And with that, you made your way, or were at least preparing to make your way out of the market itself. Did you guys have any last things you wished to do before leaving?
I suppose there's a shop around here
This was the shop.
with an active salesperson.
Ah,
Didn't the woman who hired us to do this, didn't she also promise us a reward if we did this?
she
Promised
promised.
us information.
She promised a reward if you could take out the root of the problem, which was the governess of Thornhearth, who was sending these inconveniences to Hollow Flesh in order to run them out of business, so that all trade would run through Thornhearth at that point, instead of it being an open market. How dare it not be a monopoly in this region?
Heresy.
I agree. Utter heresy.
Which you, of course, have your own reason for hating the governess based off of what you've learned, Mahri.
Yeah.
The forges of the demonic gnolls seem to be primarily within Thornhearth and run by the governess. So, I mean, if you're looking for a market, Solomon, the closest to you at this point would be Thornhearth.
Okay. I just really need to trade out some equipment.
It's about 47 miles from where you are, so you could probably get there in 2.5 days or so of travel, if you guys wished.
Cool.
We have to go there anyways, don't we?
Is that what you guys are planning on doing?
Yeah, we need to get supplies and information.
And we need to kill this bitch.
Do you
Also,
have
question.
to?
Like, do we have to?
Yes, we do.
Let's just rephrase it. We want to.
Mm,
Mahri wants to. Solomon just wants to kill whatever he can.
Hey, Solomon. She's
How I
part
survive.
fae, part vampire. She's gonna taste real good when you eat her.
Yum. Barney sauce.
Sorry, the negotiator.
Hey, Aranth, Kashmir, Amira. Remember that bitch who threatened to kill you if you told me anything? Remember her? How would
Yeah.
you like to piss her off and make her stew in her own misery?
Amira genuinely doesn't care. She just doesn't want to get freaking murked.
Fair.
By the way, these forbidden weapons, do we want to pretend like we're turning these in like we confiscated them, or do we just want to hold on to them?
Mahari would like for you to just get rid of them.
Chuck them in the trash.
But Chinese.
Yes, shinies that will get us executed on the spot if we're found with them.
Good. War means more food.
could put bag into my void and then nobody would find it.
It's already kind of in a void bag right now. It's in the bag of holding. Or spacious pouch, sorry.
You can hold on to the shiny, but if anyone ever finds it, I do not know you.
Same.
Know who?
Facts.
Fair enough. I am okay with this.
Watch
Did we
this
find-
be like some plot relevant point later.
Did we find more, or is it still just the one that we found last time?
The blade
We have a
and the
crossbow and a longsword.
Okay, so you found one after or during last session. Okay.
No, it
That's
was the
what I was trying to
session
figure
prior.
out.
It was the Pharazmans
was
that
it?
had
Were
the
the-
crossbow.
Did they both have? Were they both from the one prior? Alright.
The Gnolls
Like-
had the longsword, the Pharazmans had the crossbow.
Oh.
Both of them
Gotcha.
seem
The head
to have
mage-
the same origin, though. Sorry, Solomon.
The head,
I
think the head mage had the enchanted crossbow, right?
Correct.
Hey Jericho.
Yeah.
This woman that Mahri now wants to just rip her throat out,
Mm-hmm.
he was able to figure out that she was part Fae, right?
You were told she was part Fae.
Ah, okay.
So, for what it's worth, Mahari, Amira is up for killing her. If Mahari wants to kill her, she just doesn't have any particular feelings about the situation.
Got it. Well, we need to kill her to solve the problem anyways.
True.
There.
So it just is just great for Mahari that he happens to hate her guts.
It's added motivation to succeed.
Just slightly.
Only slightly. Well,
Off to Thornhearth then?
Off to Thornhearth.
All right. Do you all wish to be taking exploration actions on your way? Pretty much double the time it takes to get there to about 5 days?
Eh,
Or you
I
can just
mean, we're
go
not-
at regular speed?
we're not looking for anything. We probably don't have anybody following us.
Well, remember Lauren told someone that I'm back. They could probably extrapolate that one of you at least came back with me. Someone is on the lookout for us.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna be doing my typical night watches. That's all I'm doing.
Sure.
I mean, if Mahari wants to keep a lookout, I'm fine with that.
yeah, I don't see a problem with taking a little bit of time.
Okay. All right. Let's see. So you guys are moving half speed while searching. We'll increase the time of travel. Solomon, you said you're taking watches, correct?
Yeah.
Is anyone else taking watches?
Yes.
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
I will.
Okay.
I think Aranth will just scout.
Sure. This was more asking at night when you guys are resting. Are you taking any watches?
No.
Fair enough.
The last
We-
time Aranth did a night watch, we almost got murked by a Fae. And
Also, us
she died
girls need our beauty sleep, so.
Yeah, fuck yeah, we do.
Didn't
Well,
you
seeing
say
as
you're gonna
we're
be taking
undead,
a
we only
watch?
need like a couple. I think we only need a couple hours rest each anyway, so I think we only need a couple of people to do watches.
You do still need the full 8 hours of sleep, or of rest, but I don't actually think any of you have anything that makes it so you need less sleep, that you can remain awake during that time.
I thought I did. Let me
Do
check.
zombies
the
have
zombie.
that? Let's see.
I think all
Uh,
undead don't need sleep, but they do need rest.
Here we go.
Right.
Each day. Isn't it?
Yeah, you need a rest period where you're inactive, but you can be quote-unquote awake during that time.
Yeah, I just
Okay.
thought it was
So
a couple
realistically,
hours.
one person could make just a single perception check and keep watch the entire night. You do not have to be switching off.
I think Amira has the best perception because of investigator shenanigans. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So do you guys want Amira taking just the watch every night?
I'm fine with that if she is.
Okay.
It's fine.
I'll still join in after I
Sure.
get my rest period.
Absolutely.
Should I take a -2 circumstance penalty because Amira is gonna continue being a creep and watching Kashmi for a good portion of the
Jesus
night?
Christ.
You know what? Yeah, absolutely. You also would not be getting your lead on this. Just keeping a watch.
I think I still get a circumstance bonus even without pursue a lead. So,
You
no,
need
I do not.
Do you need a roll for me as well, or not yet?
You can roll as well. Solomon. That's very funny. Okay. On the third night of travel, Solomon, you realize that Amira's too busy paying attention to Kashmi at this point of the night, and you sense motion behind you.
There are a rock or a tree trunk or something next to me that I can throw at it.
No.
Okay, in that case, I'm just gonna roar at it. Face me!
Solomon, what the hell?
I wasn't planning on doing anything to you. Just walking up to say hi.
Oh, you're boring.
Well, okay, who are you?
Oh, it's Lauren.
Fucking.
Oh.
This
Oh
guy.
God, this
I-
fucker.
Iran like lifts her head up because Solomon started fucking shouting. Realizing who it is, she just rolls over again and just goes
Hi,
back to
Aranth.
sleep.
I see
Is-
you.
Middle finger is up.
She finally disbelieved the illusion, hmm?
Is there a reason you're here?
Just to deliver a message. I figured I would stop by. And, well, I guess the message I had planned is different now. Aranth, would you mind taking a look at me? I know you can't bear to see my face, but, how about this?
What
and he'll...
the fuck do you want?
Oh, are you looking at me?
She like throws her blanket off of herself and then sits up and looks at him.
Fantastic. I was going to change my face to something you more preferred, but if I don't have to do that, that makes things easier. When you get the moment, at some point in the future, once you fix your situation a bit better, your father would love to meet you in Makatar.
She's my silence is just her staring at him.
He's just like, fuck you.
I don't know you, but you're a bitch.
I mean, would you like your heart, Aranth?
Whatever gets rid of you faster? Yes.
I mean, the offer still stands. You're welcome to kill me whenever you'd like.
The last time we tried that, you teleported away.
Well,
Told you because he's a little bitch.
because she is welcome to kill me, not the rest of you. Where would be the fun in that?
You
I don't want
are
to die
boring.
just to die.
Okay, can I do something funny?
Sure.
Funny, haha. Literally.
Let me grab Lauren's will save real quick.
So, I found where it was. It's basic undead benefits. We don't need to sleep, but we need at least 4 hours to recoup.
Thank you. Alrighty. Lauren has to make a will save. He has a... that is a success for him. So he just starts laughing. Uncontrollably laughing. Oh. I don't seem to recall you ever learning this spell before.
Oh wait, I thought you knew everything about me. That's so funny.
It really is, isn't it? I did, but I haven't seen you in a little over a day, so these changes must be new, considering the gaping hole in your chest and clothes is quite obvious.
Look respectfully.
No.
Thanks, Solomon. Solomon's for the girls. I love it.
Well, that's the only message I wish to deliver. If you still do not wish to kill me, then I shall be on my way. Have a great rest of your sleep, and
Is Samitu still in Mekatar?
course. I would not recommend going after him anytime soon. He's gone a bit off the deep end. I'm sorry, Amira.
Any deeper than you? That's surprising.
Yes, I'm still quite sane, just maybe not in your eyes, but
Oh.
Samitu has... Ooh.
What are you talking about exactly?
Do I wish to ruin the surprise? I think I do.
Amira is gonna kind of stomp towards him.
Oh!
No, not like get up in his face or anything, but just like point a finger at him and say,
Right.
"What do you mean by that, Lauren?"
Amira, let's just say he lost a possession of his, and that didn't make him terribly happy. He's been burning many bridges recently. He lost a lot trying to get his hands on you.
Good.
Amira kind of grits her teeth and says, "Well, if you ever end up seeing again, tell him that I'm not his fucking possession."
Oh, I have no interest in dealing with him anymore, but you'd be more than welcome to tell him that yourself. After all, the sun as it is, good trick by the way, almost got me earlier today with that. I imagine if
Shame it didn't.
But then I wouldn't be able to see you again.
Don't act like you want to fucking see me.
I mean, why wouldn't I? You're such a feast for the eyes.
I smack him upside the head. I said spare, Sarah, respectfully.
Was that not respectful? I could say it much worse than that.
Amira's gonna cross her arms, look over to Aranth.
She's
Her eyes twitching. Her eyes twitching. Like,
Mahari's gonna look at Aranth and just be like, what did you ever see in him?
I don't know. It must have been more magical manipulation because he's rather ghastly.
Would you like to know a secret, Aranth?
I don't care what comes out of your mouth, actually.
Well, what if I talked out of my ass for you? Would you prefer that?
You mean you
can do
don't
it.
already?
I more meant in a literal sense than figurative, but...
This dude is weird.
And so are you. What are you, just things mushed together?
Is Sarian sleeping behind her?
Oh yeah, he's still dead asleep. He's been sleeping through this entire conversation.
Irantha's gonna, like, sit up and, like, scoot and then just sit on Sarian. Hopefully that wakes him up.
Huh? I was having
worst
the
ways to-
worst dream. He's rubbing his eyes. Saw Lauren's ugly face. Just, oh my god, it's a
She-
nightmare. And he
She,
just-
like, pats his face. Oh no, darling, it wasn't a nightmare, I'm sorry.
Huh? He looks over and.
Hello,
is-
Sarian.
Oh.
Nice to see you again.
Yeah, no, the feeling is definitely not mutual. Why are you here? What?
Oh boy, this is
I
awkward.
wanted to have a talk with you specifically, one-on-one, undead on undead. You know, as a true vampire and your senior, I figured I could give you some advice on how to deal with your partner. Believe me, if there's anyone who recognizes just how much of a handful she is, that would be me.
You want to give him advice on how to deal with me? I don't think he intends on
Wow.
dragging me into a fucking alley and just, wiping my brain.
Yeah.
To be fair, I never intended that either.
But you
Is it
did.
that dirty?
Did
to
I,
be
though?
fair, to be fair, and he kind of tilts his head to the side and covers his mouth so Rand can't see. She kind of terrifies me, so we're just gonna not Yeah. Thank you though. Yeah, I definitely don't appreciate the offer.
Well,
Oh, so she's the top.
I can neither confirm or deny that information.
Well, she was just sitting on him, so I'm. Well, no shit.
Oh God!
Aranth, I just want to say, with no offense to you, Sarian, but we both have horrible taste in men.
I'm aware, darling.
I take it as a compliment, so it's fine.
At least this one's cute. She just pats Sarian's face. Again.
Slightly less so now.
I think my idea was a good one. And Lauren's just gonna quickly draw a hand over his face, and with a shimmer, his face is replaced with Sarian's.
Oh.
I could
Ooh.
always do this if you prefer.
No, actually, I
Yeah,
preferred if you
don't.
didn't.
That's just a horrible form of flattery.
I'll
There's
drop
no
the
Aranth,
magic.
Aranth, did he do this kind of stuff when you were dating him?
Not that I can remember, but then again, what really?
What do you remember?
Exactly. Thank you. So I don't know.
Once you remember, and you want a heart, the doors are always open for you.
I told you I already want my heart, just in a way that makes it faster, where I never have to see you again, ever.
How many times have I provided you the opportunity now? My neck is open for you whenever you'd like.
I don't think I want to, actually.
Well, then I suppose I'll just have to keep showing up for these lovely, lovely midnight chats, won't I?
I'd really rather you didn't.
Me too.
I don't think
we
any
have
of
a
us-
solution to this. Convince her. Do something for once.
One of these days, Lauren, you're going to walk in on something that you really don't want to see.
Oh, I think I do.
Oh.
Oh,
His
really?
eyes immediately go a little
Freak.
strange.
Sorry, I just
What
put
the-
starts rubbing
Lauren,
his temple.
Lauren, I don't know what you're into, but come on, man.
No, I'll be honest, there's no recovering from that one. That one was, that's on me.
it was a little barbaric, didn't you think?
It definitely wasn't, not my classiest moment. I think, I should probably leave while I'm behind now, shouldn't I?
The insert-
Showed up to begin with, but yes.
Right. Insert foot in mouth. Kashmir, why are you poking his eye?
He's just not even reacting. Kashmir, are you
So we can't
corporeal right
see.
now? Or incorporeal?
I mean, I don't quite know how to put a corporeal body on all the time, so I was
Okay.
asleep. I am absolutely incorporeal.
So your finger just
But
goes
my
through his
heart-
eye.
But I am multiple times, really with my whole heart trying to stab it in there anyway.
It's a very tingly sensation, Kashmir.
I
Is
can
this what
try
you're
that as
into,
well.
Amira?
Hey, Amira,
Yeah.
are all quote? He's gonna do finger quotes. Are all noble vampires into this weird shit?
Yes, but they typically don't make an ass of themselves over it like this.
Well, don't they? Could have fooled me.
Confused about how Cashew's finger's going through. Salem's also gonna try and poke him.
Hey, whoa. I'm into new experiences. I'm finally
don't-
learning what Amira sees in Kashmir, because that is a feeling. Anyway, I'll be on my way now. He's just gonna turn around and start walking away.
Just
Please-
take hot shots at everybody.
Yeah, please
I feel like
get
my
your
thumb is
foot.
probably bigger than. I feel like my thumb is bigger than his eye socket.
Probably.
Yeah.
Aranth, do I have permission to kill that man once we no longer have any use for him?
I'm going to be so honest, darling. I would love to give you the opportunity, but I kind of want to be the one to do it first.
Fair enough.
Wait, do we
Okay.
do we have a use for him now?
There's a line.
Yeah. Hey, Aranth,
What?
when you do kill him, can I at least hold him down while you rip his eyes out?
You don't have to hold them down, darling. I can do that.
I'm still
Okay,
here. I can hear the
We know.
conversation.
No, we're aware. We know. Just get the
Then-
fuck out of here, please. I want to go back to bed.
You want to kill me? Kill me! I'm right here!
Can I give him a flying head start or something?
I don't mean to be difficult, but I feel like
Anything you say before but never actually was said, dear.
no, I said it. I heard it. They all heard it. I said it.
But you
What I'm
didn't
saying
mean
is-
it.
We all know that. I said what I said. What I said was, I think you're up to some shady fucking business, and that's why you need her to kill you.
Of
And I
course.
don't like that.
Are you
Fuck
not
you,
up to
Lauren.
shady business? Thank you.
Fuck you.
I'd rather not, though.
I know, because you can't get it up because you're a limp dick motherfucker. Get out of here. Go to the woods where you go.
You know, by that logic, everybody that's dead would be limp dick, but we're not gonna.
I don't want to open that can of worms. Just go back to
Yes,
bed,
no,
please.
I-
You
I am a
are
corpse.
A little
so
late. We've already opened it.
you are so much cuter when you're asleep, darling. Please go back to bed.
Cuter
I am
when
a
I'm not
corpse
talking,
stitcher. I
probably
can-
notice.
Yes, I know.
I'm going to
Yeah,
I am a
close the
corpse.
circle so that we can continue to bicker among ourselves, but leave Lauren very much outside of the circle.
Everybody
You know,
has their backs to him.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
we're just
We're the mean
So I
girl
was just
squad
gonna
at school.
Sullivan's gonna turn to the guy there and be like, I am a corpse stitcher if you need my help with that.
Oh, by all the dark gods, Solomon! What
Um,
the actual nine hells?
Why are we here? Can we just
Ri-
go back to sleep?
Aranth
Everybody's
just
so
kind
much
of like
nicer.
she looks like a deer in the headlights because she doesn't understand it, and then when she does, she's like, oh god.
I'm gonna reach into my bag and pull out a summer sausage and hand it to Solomon and go, eh?
I
Please.
mean, if he wants that one attached there, I guess it's up to him.
It would fall off after like 2 days though. You know.
It'd be more effective.
Mira, you've
Yeah.
got no clue.
Okay.
Hey,
Okay.
man.
Yes.
Is there any other X's in your past that we should be made aware of?
How the fuck do you think I should remember now?
Isn't the
Really?
Lizard an X?
Well, he's long dead, of course.
Did you say wizard or lizard?
Lizard.
With the L.
Yes.
Both, really.
A wizard lizard?
Hmm.
Lizard wizard.
Was a lizard, but a wizard that took an L.
He took a really big L, actually.
he did take an L.
To be fair, he was on the winning side in that last fight.
He was. He did indeed
Don't
actually help win that
mind
fight.
us.
And we almost killed. Gabbles almost killed a child that fight too.
Yes.
So I mean, it's a vicious
Gabbles
cycle.
will return again at some point in the future.
I'm telling you, Gabbles is just the mastermind behind all this.
Watch a Gabble show up with Davina, and Davina's like, "This is my new best friend."
Oh my god! Don't give Jericho ideas.
Gabbles is the.
along with
Sorry, go ahead.
Amira's other character that survived.
Yema.
Yeah, Yema.
Gabbles is the level 23 mythic final boss for this campaign.
Oh Jesus!
I knew it.
He's like some techno undead arcane construct.
No, he's still going to be the exact same as he was, just with level 23 stats.
Oh
It's like-
God!
Oh,
It's
God.
like it's like if Aragon had to fight Gollum at the Black Gate instead of Sauron. You know.
Just if
And Gollum was juicing.
he had freaking mithril armor and shit.
Alright, well, Lauren leaves. Allows you all to resume your rest. Or just bicker for the rest of the night.
Oh, we're bickering.
What are we
Okay,
even
he's
bickering
ruined the
about? I've
sleep.
lost track.
Yeah, he's ruined. He's effectively ruined the grogginess. Aranth is just going to continue sitting on Sarian and just reading a book.
Carrion fell back asleep 2 seconds after he left.
I'm
At some
so
point
sure.
In the discussion over if undead are limp dicks or not, Amira's just gonna, like, exasperately say, you know there's these things called strap-ons? Just use one of those.
Well, that's not going to do anything because undead are probably dry as well.
Get some
Bye.
lube!
Every dark god above and below, please go back to sleep.
Do you
But
all
you're
need
already
help?
sleeping.
Do you all
This
need
is
help with
before
this?
he
I
fell
haven't
asleep.
experienced this problem before.
We're gonna have some really high therapy bills once this
When we-
campaign's over.
When we get back to the manor, I'm so drinking myself to sleep one night. Oh my god.
Good luck with that. We're undead, remember?
Yeah, I know. It's gonna be a painful night.
We don't kink shame, but that's weird.
What?
What is?
I was gonna say, I don't know how that's a kink, but okay.
Being
Your
sad on?
painful night? Man.
Oh, well.
I just don't want it to be too noisy, that's all.
Well, I think that's out the window.
You have to
Yeah.
really respect people's sleep. God. to Amira. And then I'm going to continue to talk very loudly.
Yes, absolutely. Also, I feel like there's a joke in there somewhere about the volume of Amira and Kashmi in the middle of the night sometimes.
Oh god.
Yes, it is true.
Oh, it was blatant.
I feel like my therapy bill is just rising at the moment as I allow this conversation to continue.
Okay, you're just setting up for more trauma down the line. It's fine.
I really am. All of this is just fuel.
What? What's fuel?
Don't worry about it.
Eventually, though, when Aranth gets bored of her book, she will crawl up next to Salem.
Salem?
Never mind.
I
I
Never
thought she was
mind.
gonna say Satan for a minute.
I mean, you saw him, right? We all saw him, right?
Yeah.
It was gross.
We did.
Look, if you all go to sleep, I'll give you all free surgery later. Just go to sleep.
Oh,
What?
I'll walk up and take my sausage back. I didn't like that.
Well, Kashmi, would surgery even work on you?
I
Well, it
don't
wouldn't
know.
be for her. It would be for someone else.
I'm going to look at Amira.
Hey, Sarian, we don't want to know your dreams, okay?
This isn't a dream, please. All things. Just.
Are you sure you don't want this night's conversation to be a dream, Sarian? That's kind of weird.
Honestly, I'm starting to think that this entire campaign is just Gabbles' imagination while everybody's talking in Berlin's manner at the beginning of this entire campaign, but yeah.
This
Oh,
entire
God.
campaign is the actual dream you guys are having when you got kidnapped by the dream boat.
Oh god.
That
We're gonna
would be
wait.
gnarly.
we're gonna wake up one day and it's gonna be fucking session 17 all over again.
Back down to level 4 with you.
Please,
Another
no.
4 years we have. Let's have some fun.
Well, no, because then we're like, okay, we know we're gonna get betrayed if we do this. Let's change that.
No,
I mean,
because what'll wind up happening is Jericho will just switch the entire story around. We're just gonna be screwed.
We'll be doing vanilla Bloodlords
I
instead.
know, right?
Back to the basics with you. You've lost your homebrew privileges.
Damn it!
Oh my god, I actually am an imaginary friend.
The horror.
The biggest twist reveal Solomon was never real.
Oh no, or
Damn.
the dream ends. Mahri does indeed find out he actually is Kashmi's dog.
He's just a fucking Pomeranian at the table.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, no.
You guys are giving me so many good ideas I'll never make use of.
No, see, what happens is at the end of the campaign, it is revealed that this is Mahari's dream as a dog, and it's like normal world with
We're
like
on Earth.
the other 4 of us being just like roommates in an apartment.
It's just like normal day to day. We live in fucking Manhattan, and
That's
Mahari's
what
just
he
like
thinks. This is what he
Mahari.
thinks we're doing when we're at work.
Yeah.
Do I at least
There's a
get to
whole-
be a big dog, or am I still a Pomeranian?
No, you're 100% a Pomeranian.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Or a
Well,
Chihuahua.
weird,
Either or.
I would say Chihuahua could work too. Chihuahuas are more like hyenas than Pomeranians.
Well,
Yeah, that's true.
Chihuahuas historically have little dog syndrome, and Mahari's fucking huge, so.
Accurate.
Use
You're
compensation.
Turns
right,
out
I
the whole
am huge.
The whole campaign is
Oh,
literally
God.
just a TV show, and we're actually actors that don't get
oh.
revealed until the end.
Oh my god, wait, what if we are the D&D movie?
Oh my god.
Who here's Chris Pine?
Can you imagine if he just joined the VC and was like, surprise, guys? Oh,
Brought to you
no.
by Raid Shadow Legends.
Oh god.
Oh, no. No,
When are you
Jericho's
getting that
YouTube probably gets a
sponsorship,
couple ads
Jericho?
from
When
that.
I get
Yeah, Jericho, when you
subscribers.
We get this.
Probably never, but hey, that's okay. We're here to have fun. Anyways.
Anyways,
After we got sidetracked for the 3rd time tonight.
Yup. Back
That
to
was a
sleep
half
with
hour
you
we'll never get
lot. Back.
Look. you're the one that brought Lauren here.
I want you to know
Yeah.
he's gonna get progressively worse every time he shows up until you
At
kill
At some
him.
point, we're gonna have to
Great.
kill him.
If he shows up sleeping next to anybody, he's getting his 100%.
Like, it's
No
not
question.
even. Yeah, no question, no hesitation. Just, oh my god.
I want you to
Snuggle up,
know
Buttercup.
that is one of the things I was planning.
Okay,
like,
we're
with
all
the-
just gonna get in a circle and just curb stomp him. Just yeah.
Grant's gonna wake up in the middle of the night and Lauren's gonna be fucking little spooning against her.
Oh no.
With Syrian big spooning. And it's just gonna be
God,
it's
that's
just
not
it's
worse.
just gonna be an ex-boyfriend and boyfriend sandwich. Like, and she's
Snuggle up,
gonna be
Buttercup.
she's gonna be pissed.
He's just here to be a nuisance at this point until you kill him, and he is going to continue to be a nuisance until he dies.
God.
In the background, just silently scribbling stuff down. This is great. Oh my god, I fucking love all this. So much trauma, so much angst.
I mean,
I'm
we
not
are-
convinced that Lauren doesn't need to be killed by a Ranth for like the last part of some weird ritual.
Yeah, I don't think Aranth should kill him. While I
Yeah.
want him
At least
dead,
yet.
I don't think it should be you
Yet.
yet.
Watch him be like some really weird techno arcane Dr. Frankenstein soul capturing bullshit.
Good news, everyone. I don't think I'm
What?
going to make it. Anyway,
Professor Future Side. Very well,
Anyway.
very nice.
If y'all would just let me eat him.
You're gonna get heartburn.
Yeah, you are, man. You will get so much indigestion it won't even be funny.
I literally ate something that was soaked in sewage. I think I'll be okay.
No,
Yeah, but that's at least sewage. Lauren is worse than sewage.
It
Yeah,
wouldn't
he's
even be
was it-
indigestion. It would be like Alien vs Predator, where chest burst pops out of his chest.
A
It's
mini
just-
Lauren just
it's
pops
a
out of his
it's
chest.
just a
Ooh, I hate
mini
him.
a
I mean,
mini Lauren.
He just pops
gonna
out and
have-
starts monologuing.
I'm back!
It's gonna have a lot to try. It's gonna have a lot to try and make its way through.
Good news,
Wait,
everybody.
wait, what?
He'll just cut open a few stitches on you and crawl out from the
Yeah, a
inside.
mini Lauren will pop out and he'll go, "Oh, Iran."
I'm back!
Oh my god, it
It's
becomes a symbiotic twin on his body, and it's just living on his shoulder.
just venom.
Pops out of his chest, just looks down at it, pulls it out, eats it again.
Eddie.
Pops
Would
out
never
2 seconds
kill you.
later again.
Solomon. But if you had constant Lauren in your chest, I would absolutely unimagine you.
See, that's a greater threat than death right there.
It's not going in my chest, it's going out my ass.
Then he'll really be talking out of an ass.
Seriously.
Oh, dude.
So what's this
wow.
about Thornhearth?
Yeah, can we? Yeah.
yeah.
Do we want to move on now?
Yeah, please.
Yeah.
Are people ready to
Thornhearth,
continue?
I ain't even met her.
Alright. So anyway, the next night Lauren pops up again.
No.
Oh!
No, he
Again?
doesn't.
Oh, I was gonna say.
Alright. About 5
I'm
days
gonna-
out. Oh, yeah, go ahead.
I am gonna ask Aranth why he's so obsessed with her.
Darling, if I knew, yeah, we wouldn't be in this situation. I would have assumed a new identity 500 years ago.
I'm gonna look at Syrian and say, "You have creepy boyfriends. Terrible taste in men."
He just holds his hands up. What did I do?
I'm gonna
I
look at Amira and smile.
I do think that Amira, as she's staying awake to do watches, might end up with some weird feelings over Samitu, because, like, on one hand, she wants to fucking murder him. On a different hand, like, she only got in his bed because she hoped he would turn her into a vampire. But on the other hand, it's some kind of, like, Stockholm Syndrome, too. So to know that he's, like, really emotional over losing her is some weird toxic appreciation.
That's just pre-meme.
To be fair, it is Lauren who told you this. And how much do you trust him?
I actually trust him quite a bit, because he seems like the guy who's, like, says shit that's true just to get a rise out of people.
That's fair.
The shit's true.
Like, he's too much of an asshole to lie.
Yeah, the truth hurts so much more.
It was actually very accurate for how I wrote his character. He's just gonna say truths because it's funny.
I don't think he thinks high enough of us to lie to us.
No, he doesn't. What?
Can't believe I made a character so fucking hateable and Jericho just took him and ran.
What did you expect to happen?
You know, I don't know.
You looked at me and said, "Have at it," and I said, "Bet."
Seriously. Like,
Off
Jericho
you
comes
go.
into my DMs and he's just like, what if I made this idea worse? And I'm like, you know what? Fuck it, go for it. And he's like, okay, bye.
Hold my beer.
Seriously.
Back into my little cave of writing I go.
Yeah.
I feel like it's deserved at that point though, because you said okay.
Yeah,
you said go.
I've done this to myself.
I always ask for permission before making things worse. You guys keep enabling me.
It's okay. Aranth enabling trauma on herself is widespread across all of her characters. This is nothing new.
Yeah.
It's great for character development.
It is
What
it.
can we
If playing an
say?
evil character, I don't have to hold back.
All right, enough dilly-dallying around. Thornhearth, yay!
Thornhearth.
About 5 days of travel pass, heading from Hollowflesh north. You do have to cross the river again, but Lixil is just sort of waiting on a boat still for you guys, smoking. She like nods as you guys come to the shore, and then she ferries you across when you tell her where you're going. Make sure you don't spend... I guess you can spend a while in Thornhearth. We've got a few years until the Hollowmog delegation comes, so we're not in any particular rush to secure a site. But pay attention to the time at least.
I keep forgetting we're in undead time frames, not the
Right?
time frames.
It's the biggest thing I have to remind myself of. There is truly no rush in Gab.
Yeah, because when you said that the meeting was going to happen, I thought we maybe had a month, and then
Yeah.
and then you're like, oh yeah, you got 2 years. It's like, well, shit.
No, it's closer to like 5 years.
Oh my god.
You
Oh,
guys
wow,
have
we got-
time,
Well, comparatively speaking.
comparatively speaking, yes. Realistically, if we were doing things in like condensed time, we would say your guys' travel is taking a lot longer just because undead don't move quickly most of the time. They take their time doing things.
Okay.
But you guys also have some things on your back that might cause you to move quicker than normal undead. Making your way to Thornhearth, I don't believe any of your characters have ever been, at least not since the time skip occurred. It is an interesting sight as you approach, quite honestly. As you make your way towards the city itself, you see a relatively large wall surrounding it. Unlike the rest of Geb, though, that is primarily built as a mixture between stone and bone, this wall appears to be made out of entirely smooth stone, with golden flames dancing across the top of it. And see an open, large gateway that leads into the city where a not steady, but not infrequent stream of carriages and people enter and exit the city. It seems relatively put together. Based off of size, you would estimate it to be about the same size as Great Urge.
Excuse me.
It is also a strange experience to arrive at about 2:30 in the afternoon when the sun is shining down on you.
Oh yeah.
It's kind of funny to see the people you immediately know are vampires who have massive, sort of wide-brimmed hats and cloaks tossed up, kind of placed in the air above them, held with telekinetic hands or poles used by servants to keep the sun off of them. The rest of the undead... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Wouldn't it be funny if they knew we were responsible for that?
You should go announce it to them.
And then pull out the weapons at the same time.
Right?
Element.
See other undead that definitely, like, look up occasionally and sort of squint and glare at the sun, but otherwise don't seem really bothered by it. But it is kind of an entertaining sight to see the number of vampires that have to cover themselves. I do have a question for you guys. Are the vampires in the party doing anything to hide the fact that you're vampires? Or try and blend in? Because, as it is, you're showing up as vampires who can walk in the sun without
Do
issue.
they know we're vampires?
I mean, the fangs are pretty obvious.
Well, specifically for Mahri, can anybody really tell that he's a vampire because all of his teeth are fangs?
It would be harder to tell, but it wouldn't be impossible.
Okay. So the sun's never shined in Geb since we've been here, correct? Like, we've never seen it.
Correct.
Okay.
The first time any of you really saw the sun, for those of you who are from Geb, was when you were on the other planet.
Yeah, Mahri got fried. Okay.
Granted. To be fair, I guess there would be some vampires that would be out and about in the sun. Daywalkers can tolerate the sun's light, so they don't have to worry about it destroying them. And you would definitely see some vampires with that ability.
But I'm assuming, though, they'd be wearing, like, cloaks that would shield them from the sunlight directly hitting their skin.
Not necessarily. Daywalkers, they're slowed by the sunlight, but they don't have to worry about being destroyed by it. So, higher class vampires can just walk around in the daylight, and they might find it a bit annoying if they don't want to cover themselves, but, I mean, they're proud. A lot of them probably wouldn't want to cover themselves just for the sake of it and would tolerate moving slower. You see one or two individuals that seem to be using it to almost make their movement a runway show constantly, wearing very ostentatious clothing.
Then that's what Aranth is doing.
Just a runway show?
Fuck yeah!
Using the inherent slowing down of the sun's rays on themselves to almost make it a slow motion walkabout as they go, to really give a chance for themselves to shine.
Aranth isn't slowing herself down, though.
Okay.
She's just moving around.
You're just runwaying anyways.
Yeah, but we've all met her.
Do the vampires who have to stay in shade glare jealously at the ones who can walk around?
Oh, most definitely. But there's a disparity. There's no way they'll stand up against them. I'll also mention, from what you can see as you are entering the city, the population seems to be primarily quick.
Solomon, control
What?
yourself.
Huh?
Don't eat anybody. I think that kind of goes for all of us, actually.
Well, of course, darling. The dead laws still apply, even though we can walk in the sun.
Only if they wish to fight. I have no use for weak meat.
As you enter the city proper, you can see that the interior of the city is not the same as that wall. It is much more the common fused bone and regular stone that makes up the majority of buildings here. Streets lined with cobblestones and skulls interchangeably. you can see as the street sort of spreads into multiple plazas as you go forward. One, those same golden flames kind of burn consistently along the tops of buildings, along lampposts, instead of regular Everlight crystals that you would be used to. You see each plaza that you can see 3 as you enter, has what appears to be fountains within them that have flowing red instead of regular water, from what you can tell. There's a general clamor in the air of people conversing with one another. It's a very different feel than any other town or city you all have been to. I don't really know if any of you have been to truly quick cities before outside of Geb, but if this feels very much like one.
Well, I mean, Mahri's been to quick cities outside of Geb before he got there.
Fair. Aranth has memories, potentially. No, Aranth, in your memories, you were born in Geb. Never mind. Too many backstories to keep track of.
No, she remembers Keonan, doesn't she?
Okay, yes. I don't know, man.
Yeah, no, yeah, she was born in Keonan.
Okay, yes.
But
yes.
she spent her entire adult life in Geb, though.
Right, you moved to Geb when you were relatively young.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But
So
was
yeah,
she?
you would remember some quick cities, or at least quote-unquote remember
Mm-hmm.
quick cities. And this very much feels like it. There is a different sort of energy to the air between a city of the dead and a city of the quick.
So,
Welcome to Thornhearth.
the things we are here for, finds the Necressa person, who is also the governor? Or are those two
Necressa's
separate?
disciple is the
Necressa's.
governess.
Okay. So we need to kill the governess, though maybe don't just knock the governor's manor door down and start killing people. Probably go about it systematically. We need information about where in the Field of Maidens to set up a meeting place. Anything else?
Well, do we really want to be asking people here about a meeting place for the Field of Maidens when one of the people who is part of a faction that we are opposed to is the ruling body?
Well, yeah, let's take care of that after we kill the governess.
I'm still smashing down doors.
Yes, when it's
With
time.
Yeah.
Now, that shop right over there, Solomon. Smash.
Yes.
Go, my Solomon.
It goes through the window.
I guess the first thing to do is, like, gather information.
Yeah. Some of you guys mentioned wanting to do some shopping as well, correct?
Yes, correct.
Yeah, can we also sell our goods that we got?
I suppose. I would allow you to do so.
We got a lot of shit in there.
Yeah. There's definitely a lot you could go sell. Are you just looking for a regular merchant that you could sell things to? Are you looking for anywhere in particular?
Probably a regular merchant, unless we get bonuses somewhere else.
Yeah, I mean...
That would require some time asking around, but you could.
Hey,
Does
Ram!
anybody?
What?
You're good at this kind of stuff.
What stuff?
Talking to people. You're better than me at it.
Yeah, okay, just forget about me. My entire character build is focused on talking to people. Fuck me, I guess.
Damn.
On.
No,
mean,
sorry, I'm just
Both
being
the
shitty.
Mira, both the Mira and I have Hobnobber, right? Can we use
Yeah.
Hobnobber?
Sure. Both of you can give me a gather information roll if you'd like.
And Aranth is only good at talking to people when she's lying to them.
Well,
I'm only good at intimidating.
just ask them if they want to buy shit, then tell them they look nice. There, you lied.
Okay. Kashmi, taking some time to ask around, you are able to find out that there are effectively 4 major leagues that have been in development here in Thornhearth over the last few decades, it seems. If you're looking to offload and purchase goods, it depends on what you're trying to sell, but the general merchants would be the Aspis Consortium, which is actually based out of Katapesh to the north, but has set up a branch here in Thornhearth about 3 decades ago, from what you're able to find. And most of the general stores in town are connected to them and will buy and sell things at a fair price. And for anyone's interest, the other major leagues in the city would be the Fleshmonger Federation and the Order of Alchemists and Potion Makers. There's also the League of Upright Barristers, for those of you who care about the law, but they don't really deal with buying and selling shit.
I mean, maybe we can use the League of Upright Barristers to bring accusations against the governess. I don't know.
Potentially.
Well, we could plant these weapons on her.
Oh, that okay. Well, let's yeah, let's have that in the back pocket.
Upright, Kashmi. We all know they're uptight, but they have to convince everyone that they're upright.
That's funny.
What does the Fleshmongers Federation do?
Oh, Solomon, they're going to be your favorite people because they deal in the trade of flesh. Both in actual buying and selling people as food stores for the dead, and also then dealing in just pieces of flesh to purchase and consume, or do whatever else you would like with it. There's a lot of weird people in Geb.
Ooh, do I have any remnants of the
necromancers?
Do I have any Pharasmin left in my bag of holding?
I think at this point, probably not, considering it's been your
Okay.
primary food for the last 5 days or so. You might have some
That's
like
fair.
peckings here and there, but not anything like full.
Well, we might need to make a custom item for my bag of holding then, because I know what I'm going to be stocking up on.
Food?
Just shoving bodies in the bag to bring here to trade. I have this Type 2 pouch. I can bring a lot of them.
I should say, sorry, they primarily deal in the sale of it. While they would purchase, from what you guys are able to find, they seem to have primarily their own way of sourcing bodies.
Oh, none of this humane stuff.
No, selling to them would be the humane option. They have decidedly unfavorable ways of stocking up.
Ah.
See,
I'll deal with them. I'll deal with them later. I'm looking for more material stuff.
What were you gonna say, Mira?
I was just gonna say, like, any other character I have, we're talking about the fleshmongers, right?
Yep.
Any other character I have would be like, oh no, it's horrible, you're kidnapping and enslaving people. But Amira's like, yep, that sounds about right.
It checks out.
Oh yeah, like, this is an evil campaign. I'm playing a zombie. Like any other character, I'd be fully against this.
Here, it's just common
Even then-
practice.
Even then, if he saw it even with Sullivan, if he saw it happening, he might feel differently. But it's like getting
Yeah,
a burger.
besides-
You don't want to know how it's processed.
Morality, what's that?
Who needs morality?
Not in
Actually-
Geb.
Catch me thinks that they're on a farm like free range humans.
No GMOs in this beef.
Correct.
You got to go to Corpse Light if you want that. Sorry.
Isn't Corpse Light in that green dome?
Yes, it is in the quarantine zone.
They ruined one of the best places in Geb. I cannot believe this.
I don't know. The
Nothing
last time
ever
we
went well when you went to Corpse Light. What do you mean?
Just gonna say that isn't
It-
like the worst stuff that ever happened to us happen there.
Nowhere else in Geb do you have full access to inebriated humans that you can eat and then get the effects from.
I think
I'm
we should
pretty
just
sure
open a
that there's
business
places
doing
in Megatar where you can do that.
You could possibly find that here in Thornhearth through the
Oh.
Fleshmonger Federation if you wish to, Mira.
Unfortunately,
Now we
we
can no
don't have enough money.
Shame.
now we can no longer get our organic humans.
No, sorry. They're all synthesized.
Oh darn.
Sarian
trapping.
and Aranth, can the two of you give me a perception check, please?
Indubitably, sir.
Okay. As the group is going around to different stores and whatnot, Sarian, something catches your attention. Particularly that a number of the quick that you notice sort of walking around town have like lifeless glassy eyes. It's just enough that it garners your attention somewhere in the realm of maybe like 1 in every 40 or 50 people you see looks like that.
Gotcha. That information will be relayed to the flock.
Aranth is immediately nervous only because she doesn't want another fucking corpse light situation.
Well, you don't want to get kidnapped to lead again?
No.
I'm fine with this.
Amira.
Especially since
sorry.
she's a fucking homing beacon for Lauren.
Amira, technically today is the last day of Farast, so Lixil should get funds effectively tomorrow, that first month of funds since you guys returned.
Okay.
If you guys
How far away is
wished.
Thornhearth from the river?
From where the boat would be is probably about a day's travel.
Okay.
So
We're gonna need a lot of money to kill all the motherfuckers we need to kill.
yes.
So maybe start advertising the boat. I don't know.
Out of
I
what
thought
you
were
guys
gonna start
have,
advertising a hit.
we are murderers for hire. Hire us, please. We're broke.
True.
We need money. Out of what you guys have in the party stash, what do you wish to sell?
Let's look in there again.
Definitely the various trade goods.
Sure.
Yeah.
Probably incense burner as well.
Probably don't need the alchemist slab.
Do we want this jade bauble?
Let me check it.
It's fix it to a melee weapon, one action. Makes enemies within reach of the weapon flat-footed until the.
Does have to be a master with the weapon though.
Yes.
Yeah. And none of us are going to be master for a while, so.
I say toss it.
Yeah. Sell that. Sell the alchemist lab.
Sell? I don't see anything in there. Keep.
Jericho.
Y'all.
How much? Huh?
Y'all.
How much would it cost to? Oh no, never mind. You said we can't trade the runes. We just have to buy them outright.
Hmm?
Never mind. Yeah, sell the jade bauble, sell the alchemist labs, sell the dagger, sell the crossbows, sell the explorer's clothing.
Just sell everything, I think.
Sold. The man in the cold sweat.
I can do that?
Yes.
Oh wait, that's just the slime.
So after all that's sold, what are we up to?
Give me a moment. I am working on it. 1,018 gold pieces and 5 silver.
Nice.
Which, if we distribute that to people,
That loot.
gives everyone an exact 169 gold, 7 silver, 5 copper.
Nice.
That loot.
So I am looking to try and get a fire rune instead of the flurrying. Just have not used the flurrying once in my time of fighting. But I get it's half, right? If you're selling it something.
Yes, so you could sell that flurrying rune for 180 gold.
All right.
And then a
I'd like to
flaming
do
rune
that.
would cost 500. So in total, 320 gold is what you would have to spend.
Yeah. So I think I sell. Well, I have the invisibility rune, which I also haven't used. I thought it was going to be more kind of a funny thing, but not really going to work. So I think I'll sell the invisibility rune.
Sure.
That was 500, so that should give me another 250.
Yep. So you'd only have to spend 70 gold then.
Okay. I will do that.
All right.
So 7 platinum gone, and then I will change that rune.
I'm already working on it for you. I
Oh,
got you.
thank you.
All right. So Solomon wants to get the runes changed. That is going to take the day to do.
That's fine.
Anyone else?
I had nothing else planned. I'm not an information gatherer.
Anyone else have anything in particular?
Yes. How much for a cold iron +1 striking spike chain?
Oh my god, you asked for so much from me. Let's see. +1 striking and cold iron. Ooh, geez. God, I have to check the rules on levels here. What level is standard grade for things? Standard grade is 8th. Standard grade is 9th level and up. So I don't know if you would like standard grade or to remain low grade. Low grade cold iron will be cheaper, but you will only be able to put 8th level and lower runes on it. If you make it standard grade, it's going to be more expensive, but you'll be able to put runes of up to 15th level on it.
Well, I only have 224 gold right now, so I can forego the standard grade cold iron.
A low grade cold iron spiked chain will cost you 144 gold.
Yes, can I please get one of those?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
There you are, good sir.
Thank you. And then for the current, my other spike chain, how much would it cost to convert that to low grade silver?
You want to get low grade silver added to it.
Mm-hmm.
44 gold.
Okay, so for a total of
188 for the two.
all right, I'll move that. 188.
This is not going to be a quick process, though. Go ahead and roll a d6 for me. Transferring runes is pretty simple. Actually, alloying weapons, especially something as complex as chain, it's going to take about 5 days to accomplish.
Okay.
Anyone else?
Not presently.
Not I, says the
Could I-
fox.
Could
Okay.
I purchase a couple oils of unlife as well?
Oh, God!
shopping.
You want so much from me. What type are you looking for?
I'll just get a couple of moderates.
A couple of moderates. Okay, 50 gold a pop.
Alright, I will go ahead and subtract the platinum then.
Sure. Yeah,
10 platinum.
and platinum gets you 2 moderate oils.
Are there street vendors?
Yes.
Then if there's a street vendor, I would buy each lady a flower. Something
Aw.
beautiful.
Okay. The street vendor you go up to is actually pretty interesting. It is a quick, young-looking man, just sort of operating a cart which has a number more of sort of flowers that all look sort of dead. But you go up and pick up the nicest looking one just to give, and he takes it, sort of smiles at you. Watch this. Sort of raises it up towards the roof of his cart where there's a little bit of that golden flame, and he just swipes it through, turning, and the petals of the flower catch fire. And you watch as they burn away, but the flames themselves are maintaining these now golden petals on the end of this
Fancy.
sort of flower stem, and he hands it over to you. And strangely, it's not even warm. If anything, that fire feels cold.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna take it. Does he want money or does he want to trade?
The flowers are 3 silver apiece.
Is there something that you want that you don't have?
Not particularly, not that I can think of. Well, that's not true. I'd love to be invited to one of the governess's parties these days. That's something I don't have that I've always wanted.
Can I reach in my bag and pull out a couple invitations?
That is not something I'm going to allow you to be able to just pick out of your bag. Because those invitations are not something that can just be purchased.
How do we get invited to the parties?
It's a great question. You want to spend some time asking about that?
I do.
Okay. Anyone else? Are you telling anyone else about the party? Or parties?
I would tell any of my companions that are with me that the governess has parties and that this guy says they're fire.
Yeah, I think if probably Amira would be with Kashmir right now.
Okay.
So, yeah, Amira will kind of think about that and say, yeah, I'm trying to figure stuff out about this governess. So maybe that's a Good start. Well,
You,
what are those flowers, Kashmi?
you said 3 silver
Yeah.
each? Okay.
Yep. So 6 silver if you want to buy one each for Amira and Aranth.
I'm gonna hand, is Aranth with us?
Yeah, she can be.
Okay, then I will hand one to each of you and kiss your cheek. And thank you for being so kind to me.
My... Amira's not going to be able to contain herself, and she's going to pull both Kashmi and Aranth into a great big hug.
Oh, all right. Great. She's awkwardly pats Amira's shoulder in the hug.
There's a stranger who calls out, "Group hug! Can I join?"
No!
No!
Get the
Bring it
fuck
in, bring
away
it in.
from us.
Bring it in, bring it.
I'm
Oh,
hearing
yeah.
conflicting messages here.
Okay, if
That poor
Kashmi
guy.
if Kashmi wants it, okay, come on.
No, I don't feel comfortable now. I'll just go.
I'll pull up and give him his own hug.
He hugs you back.
I'm gonna give him like a pat and say, I hope you have a really great day.
It turns out he's a ghost because the two of you just sort of both pass through each other as you're trying to hug.
That's cute.
Wow.
I hope you have a really good
Someone
day
just
too.
does the. Someone just does the big brother glare, where he's like, "Don't try anything."
You're scary, man. Or man, woman thing.
Yes.
I don't know. I
Having a thing.
I can't really tell with the hood. I don't wanna make any assumptions about who they are.
It's a man
Just
woman
growls.
thing. I think that's fair.
I think I'm just gonna go now.
I think we had well established in the past that he's got the male parts.
Hi, friend.
Are you letting him show? Because this guy doesn't know.
No, he has clothes, but we discussed this in a previous episode.
The ghost just sort of like walks through a wall into another building.
Just shimmies off.
Yeah, pretty much.
I am gonna turn and scold Solomon for being so rude to my new friend.
I literally said nothing to him.
Notice she doesn't scold me or Aranth.
It's because she doesn't care. Not really.
Well, I didn't make you guys up, so I don't feel like I have ownership over you.
Amira is going to like pin the flower to her collar or something to her jacket.
Yeah, absolutely. Kashmi, with that gather information roll, spending some time directly after, about an hour or so, you ask all the right questions, as far as you can tell. You talk to people, you're really personable, as you're good at. No one is willing, it seems, to share any information about these parties, though. Either they don't know, or they're hiding something. But everyone claims to not know anything.
With that sense motive roll, what does my gut tell me? That they're being deceptive or that they're too low common to know?
They just don't know.
Fair. Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Also, for future references, please just let me know what it is you would like to do, and I will ask you to roll or not.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
No worries. And that goes for everyone here. Please do not just make rolls and then tell me what it is you're doing. I would like to know first.
Okay.
Sometimes I gotta assume. I don't like doing that.
It's gotta find the last character we used for the that we knew we were gonna die. I actually had the dandy dedication for this specific kind of thing.
Yeah, I was gonna say if you don't want me using it, it's fine, but I do have Party Crasher.
I didn't know you took the dandy dedication too.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fantastic.
I know it's like really powerful.
No, that'd be perfect. I'd
feel
say you're gonna have to
powerful,
figure
but
out when it's going on and whatnot, but you will not need to go through the hullabaloo of trying to secure an invitation or forge one.
It's powerful, but it's extremely situational.
Yes. But hey, this is a perfect situation for that.
Yee. Hooray.
I get to be disguised as a waiter.
absolutely. Amira, if you wanted to try and gather information about it as well, knowing that, you'd be more than welcome to.
I did send a gather information out earlier.
Wow.
I don't know if-
Well, that was the gather information for merchants.
Oh,
This would be a new
okay.
gather information since you're specifically looking for info on these parties now.
Okay.
And anyone else who wanted to try may. But I know Amira and Kashmi get to do it in halftime.
And without anybody knowing.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Unfortunately, Amira, similarly for you, you do not manage to find anyone among just the general populace who seems to know anything about these parties right now. People can point you in the direction of Governess Shay's manor if you'd like, but none of them claim to know anything about any parties.
Okay.
Sort of like asking people on the street as you pass by.
Yeah.
I'm beginning to think this whole party thing is just a ruse.
Maybe. I
But then
think
let's bring it.
maybe we should scout out the governess's manor. See what we can see from the outside.
Sure.
Good idea. Let's mug an employee.
Oh my god.
Just some poor waiter walking down the street that's getting stuff for the party.
Yeah, just mug them.
Yank him into an alleyway and just beat him up.
Yeah, fuck it.
Walk out, and the clothes are like super tight on Solomon, trying to sneak in.
It looks like you guys want to go scout out the manor, is that correct? Or mug some guy who looks like he works at the manor?
I think we can just scout out the manor for now.
You
I mean,
wanna
we can
try
do
mugging
both.
Strangers?
I was gonna say, we could scout it out, and then when we see a guy,
There you go. Now you're thinking.
yeah, use our noggins.
All right. I do want to remind you, Mahri, you are currently without a weapon right now. Aside from your flesh and bones.
I've got a weapon you can use.
So, Jericho, it's going to take 5 days to make the other spike chain and to get...
Correct.
I still have weapons.
You know what? I should have probably made cold iron a bit more expensive here, considering a Fae is the governess. Shouldn't die of. Oh well.
I've got metal strikes.
Well, aren't you spatial?
I get
I'll
the
kill
cheapest.
you.
Well, that's the plan, but you never attack me in combat.
I didn't say I'd kill
That
you in
makes me sad.
game.
Makes me sad.
Well, blame the dice, because I do roll randomly for almost every attack I make. But as you guys, it seems, are heading over to the governess's mansion, that is where we're going to go ahead and take a quick break. So stand up, stretch, get yourself some water, and I'll see you all in a few minutes.
Okay.
All right, welcome back, everyone.
No breathing.
So, you guys wish to go scope out the manor, yeah?
Yeah.
Sure. It's not difficult to find, especially when it's pointed out. It is... I don't know what you prefer, typically, opulent or gaudy. Use your preferred verb here. But it is a massive manor, maybe 3 or 4 stories tall, couple 100 feet wide. There is a low, sort of grayish-blue fog that seems to cling to the ground surrounding the edge of the manor itself, while the entire facade is covered in this perpetual blaze of golden flame that you've seen elsewhere around town. They don't damage the building in any way, but they just illuminate it. You can see through those flames that the exterior walls are covered in very intricate carvings, some depicting scenes of ancient triumphs in battle, in celestial beings, the forms of gods given flesh. Each of the windows that you can see is framed with sort of ornate gold filigree. A large set of double doors at the front are made of this dark, polished wood, inlaid with diamonds and other precious stones that sparkle in the sunlight. You can see carved into those doors bas reliefs of various fey creatures in a massive forest that you believe to be perhaps a location in the First World. It's a really rich looking building.
I wonder if we can take this over after we kill her.
Use it
So
as
we're
our new
going
base
to
of
the Fey
operations.
realm now. Is that it?
Your mansion? Our mansion.
My mansion.
You guys were just needing a new one.
Yeah. Yeah, who needs that imaginary clock manor on the boat when you can just...
Thornhearth is the new Great Urge.
Yeah. Well, like, actually, genuinely, how does one become governor of a place like this? Is it a Mongol law where you kill the
Whoever
person
takes
and
it
then you
over. Give me a recall knowledge roll.
Okay.
From what?
Could I also do a recall knowledge
Yeah.
roll for that?
Oh,
I
sure,
kinda wanna
why
hop in on
not?
that too.
Why not? Everyone can.
Lit.
All right.
Yeah, hilarious. Y'all are used to cushy mansions and stuff, and my character's just used to a cell floor.
Look, Solomon, once you have a cushy mansion, you never want to give it up.
Facts.
You're gonna have a
But you don't
nice,
have one.
soft feather mattress bed, and it's gonna be great.
Let's see. Yeah.
I will
Amira,
teach-
you'd be the only one here who has any real idea, it seems.
Mhm.
From what you recall of your time in Mekatar, appointments to positions of government are typically handed out by a faction. Certain factions, there's sort of the backroom dealings that will occur, but they will inherently, once a faction gets the rights to rule a city, they will then install a leader of their choice.
So,
What really matters is if there's a bloodlord who also lives in that city, because if so, the governor kind of means shit.
yeah, like, Cap Gacta back
Yeah.
in Great Earth, right?
Tafgekta.
Yeah, Tef Gacta.
He ran the city, but he had to defer to Berlin.
Is
if
there a
something
Bloodlord
happened.
in Thornhearth?
There's not.
And this governor was appointed by the Celebrants?
From what you're aware of.
So conceivably, if we found a way to put Thornhearth in the hands of a different great faction, they would appreciate us and hand it over to us?
Perhaps. That is a very large legal can of worms, though. You'd be crossing the Celebrants pretty heavily. Killing the appointed leader is one thing. Trying to then legally give control over the city to another faction as the ones who killed the leader, it doesn't quite work that way, and the faction you give it to is more likely to disavow you than appreciate you, because it makes them look bad in the Celebrants' eyes.
Hey,
It makes it look
Mahri, how
like
much
they,
do you hate the
tried.
Celebrants?
Sorry,
Mahar?
what was that?
How much do you hate the Celebrants again?
You know Necressa?
Yeah.
I'm gonna feed her soul to Zon-Kuthon in the pits of the Shadow Realm with the Velstrax.
It's amazing how
Okay.
that didn't answer the question.
Yeah, it did.
It is Necressa like the head of the Celebrants, or is she?
Yes. She's
No.
the head of them. Wait, what?
No. She may be affiliated with them, from your understanding. The head of the Celebrants is the High Priestess of Urgathoa in Mekatar.
twist?
Well,
Okay, hold on a minute. Above table, I thought that was already established that that's what she was.
Perhaps you've been told that by someone.
Oh, okay.
Okay, how well secured is this manor?
Anyone who's keeping watch on it, give me perception checks. Or recall knowledge checks, your choice.
I'm kind of hesitant to be there because I have no stealth if we're trying to be stealthy.
Fair.
Well,
I mean, the group's just kind of walking up and taking a look.
You said perception check, right?
Or recall knowledge, your choice.
Gotcha.
Well, if we're just walking up, then.
Oh, Amira,
Uh-huh.
to better answer your question and to give you a little more context, if this governess gets me, like, letting her live, gets me one step closer to killing Necressa, I'll let her live.
Okay, fair
But it's
enough.
ultimately Necressa that I want dead.
Okay. Well, maybe that's an.
Sorry, go ahead. Were you saying something there, Amira?
Oh, I was just saying maybe it's an option to make friends with the governess if we don't necessarily have to kill her.
Yeah. Taking a look.
Depends on how tasty she is.
Solomon's entire modus operandi. How tasty are they? Taking a look
Well, if she's
at...
strong, she's gonna taste better. Sorry, go ahead.
No worries. Taking a look at the building itself, it's hard to tell. Mahri and Solomon, the two of you definitely spend a pretty hefty time watching. You see no guards. And not like you think you miss them. You reach the point where you're quite certain there aren't any guards, at least outside the manor. There may be some inside. You don't see any through the windows. You don't think there are any living or undead sorts of defenses in the building. At least on the exterior that you can see. That fire's a little odd, just because none of you have ever seen anything like it before, this eternally burning golden flame. You don't know what sorts of effects it might have. And Amira takes some time to look at it. You're really not sure either. It doesn't seem to react in any interesting or meaningful way to the surrounding space. As far as you all can tell, the place looks effectively unguarded. Until Solomon, maybe 20-30 minutes after of watching, you notice in one of the upper windows on the 3rd floor a creature staring at you. And when you lock eyes with it, it quickly vanishes. It was small, like tiny small. But its head was very reptilian, perhaps? You saw scales.
Interesting. Someone will just blatantly point to the window. Window. Movement.
Oh, well, okay, what do you see, Solomon?
Tiny, scaly thing.
Probably Fae of some sort, if she's a Fae herself.
Or she has face servants.
Now, personally, I'm not a fan of trying to deal with Fae. Remember that trip into the Axon Wood we had?
I'd
All
rather
those
not
years
think
ago?
about it. Yes.
Okay, Well, I'm of the opinion that the best way to move forward is to try to get into one of these parties, or, well, I guess we should try to find more out about the governess. And get some deets on, like, her connection to Necressa, and weaknesses, other stuff, I don't know.
As you guys are standing around, you do watch as a servant, sort of, at least someone dressed in like a butler's outfit, makes his way out of a side door of the mansion and begins to head into the city proper.
Are we really gonna do this, guys?
Is this the same size as the one I saw in the window, or no?
No, what you saw in the window was like a tiny creature.
Okay,
And
so
you
this is a
barely
normal
caught
size
it.
creature.
This is regular human guy trademark.
Okay. I was joking about it, but if we want to do it, I'm all for it.
I mean, I'm not saying that kidnapping is but fun, but it's kind of wrong, but fun. We should definitely.
My concern is that it might alert people.
Oh, I just more mean like I don't think it would work because I have no deception, no stealth, and no thievery. So unless we're dressing one of you guys up and sending him in, I don't know what good it would do us.
Well, we might be able to get information out of him. I think it's the big thing right now.
I mean, I can do non-lethal. I don't normally, but I can.
And then when we let him go, he reports back to his mistress, and if we don't let him go,
Yeah.
then his mistress will know that one of her servants is missing.
Unless when you take his place.
I do have the masquerade scarf. But I'm sure Fae have ways to see through illusions. Maybe me, Aranth, and Kashmi can try to chat him up, flirt him up. Well, the boys... Actually, we should bring Carrion, just in case he prefers men.
Oh.
What?
What, you don't think I'm enough man?
Yeah.
I think Mahri
I've got
would be
like
more
8.
of a.
I've got like 8 different guys in me.
Oh my god, no!
The real 800% man.
Oh no.
Solomon, you have silenced Amira.
Take that message however you want.
Look, I'm just saying, Aranth, can we borrow your boyfriend for a while?
He is not acting curved. Not in his genetics.
I know.
Huh?
Said why not? It might just be amusing to watch.
Okay.
Just stands there staring.
on.
Why not? For the.
For
Come on,
funsies.
Carrion. Let's go seduce a guy and get information out of him.
Would you rather I do it?
Nah.
By the way,
Exactly.
Aranth, I do have to ask, are you doing anything to cover up just the hole in your chest these days?
Yeah, I
Okay.
mean, yeah, she's wearing, more like conservative clothing.
Okay.
She's pulling out of her wardrobe.
Wait, so does this make if we're sending in Sarian, does this make Aranth the pimp?
No, because they're all going. It's just they're bringing him along in case they need. I guess it would be, what, bait, distraction, eye candy? I don't really know.
Eye candy.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm sorry, Mahri. I mean, maybe this guy's a furry. I don't know. Maybe we should bring Mahri.
What's a furry?
Oh no.
Oh.
Don't ask questions
That
you
we do
don't
not
want the
speak of.
answer to, Mahri.
Maybe we should bring Mahri. He's he's more gullible than we think. We can use that to our advantage.
Darian?
What? It's the truth.
If you think I'm gullible, I'm gonna point this dude in your direction and say the most outlandish shit I can think of.
Well, with your mind, that honestly doesn't scare me all that much. But yeah, sure, if that's what you want to do to make yourself feel better.
Okay, well, let's have everybody come along. Let's find some way to insert ourselves and start chatting this guy up, and we'll see if any of the 6 of us tickle his fancy or not.
I hope
Maybe
it's
he'll even
Caspian.
be into Solomon.
I hope he says I'm into leshies, and then we're just, yeah, great.
Well, then we eat him.
So are you guys just stalking him from a distance at first?
Yes.
Dare I
long as
ask
it's
for
traveling
stealth
with the
checks,
group.
or are you guys doing this openly?
I mean, if that's the case, then maybe only, like, folks with good deception and stealth should proceed, and then call the other people in when we
Yeah,
find a
Amira,
spot.
lure him to us.
I'm literally just the bodyguard. I'm just following the group.
I'm just the attack dog.
You and I are the hired muscle.
Yeah, there you go.
I leave
Yeah.
it up to you guys.
So,
plan,
okay,
And you do not have
it-
to be stealthing. If you're just approaching him openly, you're more than welcome to do that.
oh, okay, actually,
From my
I have an
understanding, you
idea.
were kind of like hanging back and watching him for a little while.
I have an idea to make this really simple and not convoluted bullshit. Let's just go up to him and be like, hey, we saw you work at the governess's manor. Do you know anything about those parties? I like really want to go to one of those. Can you tell us anything?
I see you're channeling
What?
your inner valley girl.
I was gonna say.
Wait.
gonna say.
Hey, what if we had I don't know if Rant's good at deception or not, but what if we had one of the ladies pretend to be a noble? Mahri and I go as like the bodyguards, quote unquote, and then be like, "Hey, I'm very important. I should get into the party."
Well,
You might get framed for bringing in a high class
I mean,
invite.
I
that's
think,
pretty much what her
yeah,
charming liar and lie to me traits are for. So
yeah. Like,
Yeah.
all 4 of us, Amira, Syrian, Kashmir, and Aranth, can be like, yeah, we're nobles from Mekatar, and we heard about the party she throws.
Sarah, you have to talk with a Valley Girl accent.
Yes.
I mean, if you want.
I'll have to practice it. Hold on. I'll put my mic. I'll be right back.
Plus 1 deception.
I do have charm, which might be helpful here.
can we manipulate people into giving us tickets or
That's the
invitations?
idea.
Is that what we're doing?
Amira can get you guys an in pretty easily. Right now, you need to actually know about the parties. You've heard they exist. You don't know anything about them, though.
Can I do a quick perception or recall knowledge to see, like, what level this guy is? Like, would my charm, where it is right now, work on him?
Give me a perception check.
And would I be able to do a recall knowledge because Aran's been in Geb arguably the longest? See if she knows anything about the governess's parties?
No, because these have
Oh.
not happened before the time skip. From what you guys remember, the last any of you heard about Thornhearth before the wedding, it was a dump. It was a down in the dumps, almost little, like, marsh shanty town that was at the beck and call of a vampire who lorded over the place.
Ugh.
So, like, it was effectively a level 1 settlement where everyone was uber depresso and just blood bags for the the vampire in residence. So this big glow up on the town, from what you've heard of, is slightly shocking, but so many years have passed, it's not too surprising that it could have changed this much. Amira, from what you can tell, he looks to be a regular person.
Okay.
The one thing that catches your attention there's an illusion
Yeah.
over top this figure.
Can I tell what kind of illusion?
A pretty simple one. It seems to be a disguise of some sort.
Okay.
Very similar to how your scarf would activate, but this
Yeah.
seems to be just a pure casting of the magic as opposed to used from an item.
Okay.
Um,
Well, I'll let my friends know that.
yeah. You're able to see through it and disbelieve the illusion and see them for what they are if you would like.
Yes.
Still dressed in sort of a butler's outfit, but female, not male, and the entire left side of their face and down to about perhaps their belly button area is incorporeal and looks to be almost made out of smoke.
Huh. Interesting. Well,
They
okay.
also have horns, I should mention that.
Oh, nice.
So they're horny, is what you're saying.
Oh my god.
No, I'm not.
Okay.
You're saying that.
Well, come on, dog. Come on, bodyguard. Come on, fellow nobles.
Does that include a rant?
Yes.
Well,
You're my.
You're gonna be the noble pretendant.
Oh,
One of the noble pretendants, I guess.
You know, I'm here with my wife and my sister and her fiance,
Wait, who's the fiance?
Sarian.
Mahri.
Oh.
Like, who the hell am I the fiance of?
Congratulations, Mahari, you're dating Aranth now. I don't make the rules, Sarian has decreed it.
Okay.
Does that
No, I
make
was gonna make-
Sarian the dog in that case?
No, I was
Yes.
gonna make him the valet. He's a dog?
Sarian and Mahari have swapped positions in life for a day, just
Oh,
to see what it's
God.
like.
She likes dogs more than spiders, I guess.
hey, listen. Listen, hang on. She didn't approve this swap. This is. Wait a minute.
Really?
Confusion.
My name is Aranth,
Confusion.
and I do not approve this message.
Jeez.
Some kind of scuffed ass fucking political campaign.
Alright, anyway. Back to the plan.
Yeah. Does anybody have any compunctions or anything they want to add before we go talk to this person?
I'm only going to be
Oh.
speaking in grunts because I cannot deceive at all.
Fair enough.
I do want to specify in case I did not make it clear, Amira, the level check to see if your charm would work on them. You were confident it would work until you realized there was an illusion on them. Now you are not certain.
Okay, that's fine. I'm not gonna take the risk in that case.
Okay.
I'll just do mundane schmoozing.
You don't think they're stronger than you, at the very least.
Mm.
And you don't see any weapons after the illusion has been broken. But, Aranth, are you guys within 30 feet of this person? At this point?
I mean, well, like we can
Yes.
start heading up and get within 30 feet.
Okay. Then you do register the presence of magic coming from their position. And from what you're able to tell, the rank of the magic is 4th rank
Okay.
that is disguising this person.
Well, if nobody has anything else, then Amira's gonna go up and start schmoozing. You're like,
Sure.
hey there, we saw you were coming from the governess's manor.
Oh,
We're some
Hello there.
hi. We're some folks from Mekatar, some, kind of really important folks. And this is my wife, Kashmi, my sister. Nope, I'm using fake names. Sorry, ignore that I said that. This is my wife, blah, blah, blah. This is my sister, blah, blah. This is her fiance, blah, blah. And a couple of our manservants. We heard the governess throws really cool parties. Is that right?
I'm sorry. You said you're from Mekatar?
Yeah, from Mekatar.
Give me a deception check, Nira.
Okay, I mean, technically I am from Mekatar.
Yes, but you're saying the group is from Mekatar.
Yeah, that's fair.
Also, you're giving fake names. I think this falls under deceiving.
Yeah, that's okay, just making sure I have all the
I will
funny
allow,
stuff.
before you roll, if someone in the party is assisting in this conversation, if they would like to aid you, they may.
Yeah. If Kashmir or Ranth want to throw me a deception aid, I would appreciate that. Please? I beg of you?
I'm looking for it!
Okay. Either way, it was a critical success, even though they both rolled. So, going with Aranth, because she rolled first, and she is a master, that is a +3 circumstance bonus to your roll, Amira.
Can I declare if I get under an 11, I use a hero point?
Perhaps.
Okay.
Would you like to use a hero point?
Okay, you have to tell me first. Did I roll under an 11?
I will not tell
Why does
you.
he have to tell you? It's
No,
a secret roll.
you did this once before, and we got like a nat 20 on it or something, and you convinced us to re-roll it.
You asked for the opportunity to potentially re-roll. I am providing you that opportunity.
That's typical game show host behavior. So you just have to go with your gut. You have to do the option thing. Cause
it's the fucking Monty Hall problem all over again. I'll keep it.
Okay. An interesting choice.
Ugh, stop, Jargo, you torment me.
It's my job. Well... You didn't happen to come all this way just for those parties you've heard about, have you?
Well, I mean, look at us. We don't have much to do in Mekatar. We've got our patrons and stuff. So we just kind
You have
of
patrons,
go where
may I
we
ask
hear.
who? Any particular organizations you are affiliated with?
Oh, no, not any, like, factions. Not even bloodlords. Have you heard of, actually, I have a better idea. No, it's, okay, can I, like, recall knowledge on any other, like, rich non-bloodlord people in Mekatar that I may have met?
Sure, give me a recall knowledge. This is going to be dated information.
Yes, that's the
Geb,
problem.
so how dated is the question?
Okay.
I mean, you would... One of the people you knew, and definitely was someone who was on the wealthier side, and was someone you actually knew because they shared a similar lifestyle to you, was Mercy Mia.
Oh, yeah. Oh, well, we're part of Mercy Mia's little group, and you know how she is about parties.
I'm so sorry to say I don't. But I'm terribly sorry, but the parties held here are typically for specific groups. The upcoming party is, unfortunately, the annual Fleshmongers. The Fleshmonger Federation has an annual gala.
Okay,
And
I got you.
so I'm very sorry, but if you are not affiliated with their organization, then you would not be able to join in the festivities.
Okay, I
Reference me.
got you.
Reference me.
Sense motive real quick to see if she's lying or not.
Yeah.
Could
I
say
wonder
I'm
what you
part
could
of
have
the
rolled.
flesh-
I knew I shouldn't have re-rolled.
I guess you know what you rolled on your deception check now.
Thank you, Roll Streak. I love you. But basically, do I feel like she's not trying to throw us off or anything like that?
It's a strange circumstance. You get the feeling that they are not... You get the feeling that they are not behaving normally, per se, but you do not get the feeling that they're lying to you, perhaps. They seem like they have something to hide, it seems.
Interesting. Well, Amira will continue and like, okay, well, do you think, like, after this fleshmonger thing, do you think the government, you know, you say it's for specific groups, could we be one of those specific groups?
I'm sorry, who did you say these members of? You said your wife, sister, her fiance. I'm sorry, who are these two again?
There are manservants, bodyguards.
I see.
They
I
won't
see.
be coming, don't worry.
Understood. Well, do you have a moment where you do not need them by your side? I might have an idea, but it is for the ears of the important alone, I could say.
Okay, well, here's where Amira fucking dies and I have to roll a new character.
He's not saying that, like, Kashmir, Ranth, and Sarian couldn't come with, just no to the manservants.
But you should have said bodyguards. Not sure what the manservants came in.
Yeah.
Well, I said manservants and bodyguards. Okay, you two, you know the drill. It's time for noble talk. Just go over there for a minute, okay?
So I'm a zombie. Can I just pull off my ears and drop them on the ground?
Sure. You're still not going to be allowed to stay near.
Oh my god, I've
But it is a
told
funny
you,
statement.
stop taking body parts off all the time. People don't appreciate that.
It is quite crass.
I know. I keep trying to tell him. He just doesn't listen.
Is that some sort of fad in Makatar?
No, it's not. I'm honestly thinking of like getting rid of him, but you know he's pretty strong. He's protected me a few times.
Well, at Mahri, Solomon, have the two of you walked away at this point?
I'll walk with Mahri.
Yeah, we'll walk away.
Okay. On that note,
Still be within like seeing range.
Oh,
but
absolutely.
hearing range.
Yeah, just like a block or two away. On that note of getting rid of one of your manservants, our governess has particular tastes. I'm sure you're aware of what that kind of thing is like. And she has a particular fondness for the third kind. You wouldn't perhaps be interested in selling, would you?
Do I have any fucking clue what she's talking about?
Yeah, he's basically saying,
Mahri.
do you want to sell Mahri? to the governess.
Um.
She has an
Oh,
interest
of the
in...
I thought she said third kind, but she said third kind.
Yeah, the furred
See,
kind.
I told you, furries.
You
It's not
also
him
know the
specific.
governess is the one theoretically behind the creation of new Maharis.
True.
So,
I'm not going to voice that thought. I'm just going to continue with the game, and say, wow, really? Like, I mean, he's pretty okay, but like, would the governess want? Is it okay if we sell the dog, guys? Looking to the rest of the party that's here. Like, we
Isn't-
can get another one.
My dog.
if you have ideas on where you could get more, I don't know if they're common in Makatar, but we've not seen any in this region for a while, if you catch my meaning, and some new stock would greatly please the governess.
Okay. Could we, like, get a meeting with the governess to talk this over further?
Give me a diplomacy check.
Okay. Hero point.
Okay.
Come on. Hey, one better.
That was so close to a 1.
I'd say that might be challenging. I'll be honest, after seeing your group, I was hoping I could approach you myself. I was very grateful that you approached me first. I was hoping to bring back such a creature as a gift to the governess, but you'll forgive me if I say that she requires some guarantee before she just meets with people she doesn't yet know.
Oh, yeah, I gotcha. Anything in particular we can do? We kind of don't want to hand him off until we know for certain, so is there anything else?
Well, I can promise I can pay good money. Let's see, how does 1,200 platinum sound for him?
Oh, shit. I'm sorry, Mahri. Get the fuck out of here.
Kind of crazy.
Of course, I couldn't pay it all at once. It'd have to be in installments, but I can give you I'd be willing to enter a magically overseen contract to ensure that you are paid in full.
Yeah. I'll have to talk to Mercy, because, like, he kind of, like, he's my bodyguard, but he's kind of property of Mercy Mia.
Of course.
I'll need to talk to her.
Of course. By all means. Well, I did forget to mention, I suppose, that the parties for the governess are masquerade balls.
Oh, cool.
Joy.
But if that will be all, I should take my leave. I have quite a few jobs I must finish today.
Yeah, go ahead. Thanks for talking with us. We really appreciate it.
Of course.
Okay. Well, is there, should I just come back to the manor once I finish talking to, and getting permission to sell him?
I'm sure we'll see each other over the next few days.
Okay, that sounds good. Okay, thanks, we'll see you around.
And they will turn and walk off.
After she's out of earshot, Amira is going to turn back to Mahri, give a raise of an eyebrow, and say, Mahari, how would you like to be sold off for 1,200 platinum?
Hello.
Sorry, are we? What?
No, we're not seriously considering it. We are not going to sell Mahari.
Oh, we aren't.
Oh, that's actually. I'm so glad you said that.
I do want to also mention Amira, especially because you had seen through the illusion. It was a little surreal to see someone very obviously faking a voice as well.
Yeah. Okay, well, look, we have two ends. One, we can go ahead and try and, like, sell Mahar. Oh, God, I'm stuck in the Valley Girl voice. We can go ahead and try to sell Mahari as an in to meet with the governess, which obviously seems kind of risky. Or we can get in good with the fleshmongers, who are supposed to be the next people she throws the party for, and maybe we can get in through them.
So,
Sounds like my kind of people.
so there's something everyone's forgetting.
Yeah.
If you sell me, that doesn't guarantee you're going to meet the governors. That just guarantees you money.
Yeah, but that's why I keep working on it, try and, get a meeting and stuff like that. But, I mean, honestly, I'm leaning towards the fleshmonger thing myself, but...
I would say, Amira, because of your ability, you wouldn't necessarily have to schmooze with them, especially if it's a masquerade ball.
Okay, yeah, good point.
Because as long as you can scrounge up the invitations, if you're partially disguised, who's going to question you? Now, at the same time, if Kolo are now rare in these parts, you might wish to disguise Mahari in some way.
Yeah, I've got my masquerade scarf.
That would probably be pretty obvious that he is not a member. Other than that,
But
though...
he has to take a bath, otherwise they're gonna smell him.
Damn.
Well, we just covered him in my guts.
No, what?
He'd appreciate that.
That way he'd stink worse than his actual scent.
We're going to a noble's masquerade ball.
An undead noble.
Okay, let's go pick out dresses and suits and stuff.
I want a bow tie.
You know, I think it might be just me, but Mahari wears plate armor.
Well, there's stuff that can disguise armor as regular clothes.
Time to get some glamored runes.
I have a glamored rune on my armor.
Hot dog.
By all the dark gods, this is stupid.
Look, do you want to get close to this lady or not? We're
yeah.
not going to be able to bust in through that manor.
Oh, I'm well aware of that. I'm not saying that you did a poor job, Amira. I'm just saying I find it stupid. The fact that you were able to sweet talk that thing is impressive.
Well, yeah, it's what I've spent my entire life learning how to do.
Did you happen to find out when the next party was?
I definitely did that, right? I asked when the next party was.
Yes.
Right, Jericho?
Yeah, it'll be held on the 4th of Gulzrin, the first Sunday of the month.
How many days away is that?
It is the 31st right now, so 4 nights.
Okay.
It is also the night of... Actually, no, sorry, it should be a week after that, the 11th, because that is going to be a new moon.
Okay.
So it would be the first new, or the last new moon before summer begins, effectively. Or is this in spring right now? I guess it's in spring. Yeah. First new moon of spring is when the party is held. So you've got a week and a half, effectively.
Mm-hmm.
Until
Yeah,
the party.
I don't have 140 gold for that magical ruin.
I can get you the rune.
Thank you.
I'll also say that disguising a large weapon like spiked chain is going to be challenging.
There's those discretion rings, right?
Well, I don't.
Which I guess that would be the cheaper option than a raiment rune.
I was gonna say, like, why don't we just use these? Oh, because
Yeah,
it's got
you
a lower
could.
DC, that's why.
You could potentially find them. The big thing to note is how low the DC is to note that. A lot of creatures are going to see through it unless they roll in that one. Granted, they have to specifically be examining you, but if you're in the confines of like a masquerade ball, there are going to be people examining you in close quarters, just looking over you. So, you could also always stick weapons into the bag of holding. You'll just have to pay attention to how many actions it'll take to pull them out.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But that would be
shove them into Kashmi's body.
Yeah, exactly. Well, Kashmi's body takes even longer to get things out of.
I know.
Now stick them in the hole in a Ranth.
Ah, true.
Now we're talking.
Aranth, can we use your
Aranth stepped
body
away
as an
for a
armory?
minute. Ranth is not here at the moment.
Jericho.
Yeah.
If I wanted to, because right now I have an aim aiding ruin on my plate.
Mm-hmm.
Is aim aiding somewhere in the same ballpark as a remnant ruin?
Are you talking about price-wise?
Yeah.
An aim aiding rune is actually more expensive. Aim aiding, you could sell that rune for about 113 gold, whereas a raiment rune will cost you 140 to acquire.
Wait, so I could sell it for 113, and it's
then
more
only
expensive?
have to spend. Yeah, an aim aiding rune costs 225 gold. A raiment rune costs 140. Remember, you can sell equipment at half value. So you could effectively sell the aim aiding rune and spend 27 gold for the raiment rune if you wanted.
27. Yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
So minus 27 gold. 27 specific. Remove.
Okay.
Oh, Rand's back. Now we can ask that question to her.
Nyx, can we use your body to hold our weapons like an armory?
Wait a minute. What?
That's not what Jericho said.
That's basically what I said.
They want to use your heart hole to store some stuff.
That's okay, right? We're all friends here.
How big is it? Is it like the size of a fist or like a finger you can poke in?
For you all, I'd say it's about 4 inches in diameter.
Cool. What if we lined it with a bag of holding?
No!
Cool.
Lined it with a bag of holding, he says.
Ranth can just reach in and pull anything out. She's discount Kashmi at that point.
I think it'd be cool.
Upgrades, Aranth, upgrades.
Also, everybody, I won't need to bring a chain as long as I can somehow bring my hand wraps. Teeth are a very effective weapon.
I still think it would be good to, like, have our weapons in the bag of holding.
Yeah. I can definitely put mine in my spacious pouch.
Okay. Okay, so if we have a week, Amira's going to spend that week teaching everybody who needs it how to conduct themselves like a noble.
Sure. How to disguise themselves accurately at a ball like this.
Mira's masquerade balls for dummies.
I'm going to teach them how to dance. That might be a bit of a challenge, but I'm going to try it. I will teach Solomon and Mahri and Sarian how to be gentlemen.
That might be harder than teaching them to dance, honestly.
Sarian's good with that. You don't need to waste your time.
And I guess this is what I get for playing this type of character, but dancing for Mahri, that's going to be interesting, particularly with his tail.
It just helps you balance.
It's okay. You're just a catfolk.
I'm just there to look intimidating and chuck people if they get rowdy. I ain't gonna be dancing.
Okay, you don't have to dance. Just stand there and look pretty.
That's what I just said. I'll look intimidating.
Sarian, make sure you don't turn into a spider.
Or do. Some people at the party might be into that.
True. I don't think Aranth will be, though.
It'd be a fun party trick.
No, just turn into your hybrid form.
So rather than like forcing this on everybody, how do people feel about this plan?
I like
Are
this
we-
idea because I'm not being sold.
Are we good
It's fine with
to
me.
infiltrate the governess's party?
Well, we have to get in. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Let's do it.
Okay.
Well, so once we get, let's not like get into the party and then not have any plan where to go from there.
Miracle's like, damn it, they remembered.
Yeah, damn, they thought. They used their brains for once.
So our, what's the name of the governess?
Shay.
Shay. I guess the objective is to get Shay somewhere we can talk to her, and what exactly are we trying to get out of her? We want to kill her or see what she knows about Necressa?
Well, remember, we were hired to kill the source of the null problem, which is her. Mahri wants to kill her, primarily because it'll be a blow to Necressa's operation. But he's willing to let her live if it gets us one step closer to killing Necressa,
Okay.
or if the party's in such a bind where letting her live is the only way to keep everyone from being shish kebabbed.
Okay. So we get into the party, find an opportune moment to start causing chaos, and take the governess's hostage. Maybe we can get her somewhere private and we jump her or something. I don't know. But I think that's something we can figure out once we're at the party.
Okay. Does anyone have anything else they would like to do in preparation of this party?
I find a bow tie.
What color bow tie are you looking for, Solomon?
Alright, should I get a polka dot one or just a solid color?
Polka dot.
Polka dot.
Alright. Black with white polka dots.
You absolutely find one.
Yay. Okay, I'm good.
It's such a menacing yay. What are you planning with that bow tie?
It's not for wearing.
I don't trust you.
I strangle a man with a bow tie.
All right. Does anyone have any particular types of masks they want to pick up to go as?
Oh, real quick before you say that, I think that we should disguise Mahri as a catfolk so that we can prey on the governess's furry fetish. And I'll teach Mahri how to riz.
You're
Not
gonna
sure it's a
teach me
fetish
how.
as much as. Go ahead.
You're gonna teach me how to riz.
Yes.
I'm not sure it's so much a fetish as she just wants more Knoll soldiers.
Maybe. Maybe.
It's both.
As for masks, that's a great question.
Can I have one of those gestures masks where like half of it's smiling, half of it's frowning? One's got a cheery eye, the other's got a teardrop on it.
Sure. Why not?
That way they
Is there-
stare into the face of fear.
Is there a mask that would accommodate my elongated face?
Yes. Absolutely, you can find one. It's a big old cone.
If Kashmi's up for it, I want to get matching masks.
Or you
Kashmir,
could get
you
a
still
plague
here?
buckle mask.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay.
Aranth, any
Or you
specific
could get a
mask
plague
you want?
doctor.
Probably one feline in shape and appearance.
Okay. What were you gonna say, Sarian? Or not Sarian, Solomon?
I was gonna say Mahri could get a plague doctor mask for his snout.
Yeah. That would fit pretty well. Sarian, any specific type of mask you would like to pick up?
Probably nothing specific, no.
What are you, eating something?
No, I just got done brushing my teeth, so my mouth has a weird like after feeling to it. Sorry.
Alright then.
Yeah, no, nothing specific.
Give
Okay.
him a serpent.
A crow or a raven actually wouldn't be too bad.
Sure.
Yeah, one of those. It's the theme.
Yeah, that'd be easy enough to get. Alright. Then. The day of, or I guess the evening of the festival, the ball will arrive. Mahri, you were able to pick up your weapons during this
Okay.
time. What is our official decision on where people are hiding weapons? And I do know that Mahri and Amira have raiment runes. Does anyone else in the party wear armor? I don't think so. I think everyone else wears explorer's clothing.
I don't, because I don't get training in armor.
Sucks to be you.
Oh, really?
Looks
I
like-
actually have the second best AC, unless I'm in mountain stance. Then I have the best.
Looks like everyone else just uses explorer's clothing. Nice. So yeah, the big question is more about weapons. Weapons, staves, wands, anything that could be construed as combative. How are you guys
I'm gonna-
hiding them?
Well,
Oh,
the
go ahead.
remnant ruins don't hide weapons, correct?
No, it only changes the appearance of your armor.
Okay, then I'm gonna stow mine in my bag, in my spacious pouch.
Okay?
Do I have to conceal my hand wraps?
Mm-hmm.
Can I just get big gloves to cover them?
Yes, I'd say that's going to be the easiest part of the disguise to see through then. But you could.
I'm not sure how else to really disguise it, because it's just in my hands. Everything else is natural.
Not wear them.
What?
Kim suggested swan masks because they mate for life.
How cute.
Is she okay, or is her throat just acting up?
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright. Amira, how are you hiding your weapons?
Spacious pouch.
Okay. Whose?
Mine.
Why's everyone got a spacious pouch, huh?
Because they're convenient and good.
Yeah, they are.
And
Actually,
relatively cheap at this level.
Say, what bulk are hand wraps?
Negligible.
Negligible.
I could put him in my retrieval belt.
You could. That'd be a fun
Yeah, I'll
little
do
thing
that.
to
I'll put him in
there.
my. Yeah, I'll put him in my retrieval belt because it's 1 bulk or less, I believe, for my retrieval belt.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so you can just free action pop them onto your hands then, whenever you need.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay. Sounds good. Kashmi doesn't have any weapons because they're all in her mind. Aranth doesn't have any weapons because they're magical. Sarian, are you hiding your staff in any way?
Put him in his pouch.
Okay.
No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, well, that'll work. I was.
Oh
just
my
gonna not
god,
have
you've
to
got a
take it, but
spacious
it'll
pouch
become-
too, Jesus.
Yeah, he does have a spacious pouch. I wasn't gonna take it, but I figured I'd hop on the spacious pouch train.
Why does
They're
everyone have
so
one?
useful.
I
They're
know.
so useful.
Thank you, Aranth. You're sane. The party has no need for 4 spacious pouches.
Then why the fuck were all of you asking to put stuff in my chest hole?
Because it was funny.
It was funny.
It was
at
funny.
that moment in time.
We're also
Jesus.
curious to see what his capacity was.
Well, there's other body parts inside there.
Oh, you've already started?
No!
Aranth is collecting half of the Pharasmins when you were eating Solomon. She's like, I'm gonna borrow that heart. Stuffs
Just has
inside.
several
Starts
hearts in there.
Starts handing her body parts as she requests them.
Oh,
Just start eating the rest.
I am temporarily giving Mahri my masquerade scarf.
Okay, perfect. So Mahri can go ahead and disguise himself.
And we're sticking with cat folk, correct?
Yeah, so that if anybody notices your tail, doesn't seem suspicious.
Yeah, it's mostly just like making the fur a little bit shorter then. Changing the facial features and maybe slimming the body down a little bit. Alright. Well, then I believe everyone is ready for a masquerade ball.
Masquerade, masquerade.
The evening of the 11th rolls around, no moon in the sky, just the light of the stars and those still burning golden flames that have never once gone out in these last week and a half or so that you've been seeing them. As you make your way up towards the manor itself, you can see a line of people that are all sort of lining up, and one group at a time, a manor servant will come to the entrance, take a look at their invitation, that's the word I'm looking for, and lead them inside. As you all are the ones to come up to the door on your turn, the servant who meets you is the exact same one that you spoke to the other day on the street, Amira. That, not in disguise this time, though. Female, partial, incorporeal form, just looks at you and smiles. Good evening and welcome to the ball. May I see your invitation, please?
Of course. And Amira will be using a different voice now.
Mm-hmm. Produce
And
an
she'll
invitation.
hand the invitation over.
She'll flick it open, just do a very quick read through, fold it up and hand it back to you. Wonderful. Right this way, please.
Hmm.
And she will lead you all through the house towards the ballroom itself as she opens the doors, leading you all in to a pretty opulent-looking room, from what you're able to tell as you arrive. This massive ballroom, more than 100 feet in length, a polished lacquer floor, long ribbons and tapestries of a deep red velvet hanging on the walls. A few tables off to the side hold drinks and hors d'oeuvres of a more macabre style, something much more fitting of Geb's interior. Ghostfish caviar, blood-infused sorbet. There is the centerpiece is a braised dragon liver. You're not
Oh.
quite sure where they got that from. But a few dozen people already very well dressed up in masks are around the dance hall in the ballroom, dancing in time for the music from a ghostly band that is playing on a stage nearby. Your guide will take a look at you all. Please enjoy your time here. If you are looking for more private spaces, to the south are some private rooms. They may be occupied, so be careful when entering. To the east are the game rooms and lounges, if you are looking for a more subdued affair or to enjoy your time gambling. Please enjoy the party.
Mara will go ahead and ask, just in the tone of curiosity, will the governess be making an appearance tonight?
She most certainly will, I believe.
Hey.
Don't be silly, darling. And of course she will. It's her ball, after all.
Of course, yes.
Oh, of course, of course. Okay,
They
well,
will
I
sort
doubt
of,
it's gonna raise suspicions,
step
so
to
she's
the
just,
side as they hold a door open for you.
yeah, she's just gonna ask real quick. If I need to talk to her before she shows up, where's her office?
God.
Unfortunately, her office is not accessible right now. She is
Okay.
currently preparing for the ball.
Okay, understood.
She will join you all when it's time. Don't worry.
I really like the artwork on this character.
Thank you.
There's some really cool artwork.
I'll go ahead and upside show it to everyone.
Oh, nice.
Oh, that is really dope.
All right.
Half ghost tiefling lady.
Yeah. In the part of the mouth that is not made of that like black smoke, you can see fangs as well.
Half ghost vampire tiefling lady?
That's what it looks like.
Look, Mahri, she's
I-
composed as many parts as you are.
I kind of love her.
Amateur hour.
She's really pretty. They're really pretty, and I love them very much.
Well, hopefully you don't have to kill them.
Oh my god, Jerry.
None of you fuck this up.
As you all make your way... Oh, sorry, what were you going to say, Solomon?
I was just joking around for like only 3 different parts. Amateur.
As you all make your way into the ballroom in order to enjoy the masquerade ball and potentially have your meeting with the governess, that is where we're going to end our session for tonight.
Okay.
Thank you all so much for playing. I hope you
Yeah.
enjoyed. Next session, we're going to enjoy ourselves at a party, right, guys?
Right.
Right?
Oh, we're definitely going. We're going to enjoy it. That's for sure.
That's for sure.
Nothing horrible is gonna happen.
Not at all, no. All right.
Yeah, of course.
It's a
nothing
dope looking
horrible's gonna
ballroom
happen.
though.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is a dope looking ballroom.
Yeah, good
So
map.
many
Jared.
people to kill. I mean, what?
Well, okay.
That is like fireball heaven.
Oh, we don't have to kill the guests, everybody.
Good night, guys.
You
You don't
can
have
catch
to.
me.
She's already gone.
All right. And I will see you all next week in preparation for a grand old time.
I know, right?
Yoink!
Bye.
And I got so many spells.